5 million in cash was finally dug up by us. While we were fantasizing about a wealthy life, Sucre suddenly threatened us with a gun. The always honest Sucre actually wanted to monopolize this money. We had no choice but to hand over the money bag. But they didn't know that while Michael was arranging other things, I quietly put magazines into the money bag. What Sucre took away was all magazines, and the real money had already been taken by me. I bought a pickup truck and began fantasizing about a beautiful future. I thought of that woman who let me feel the warmth of home for the first time. Susan, her daughter, also liked me very much. We spent a warm period of time together, but later she recognized me from television and knew I was a fugitive. She quietly called the police and sent me to prison. Even so, I don't hate her, because she was the only person I truly loved. Now I have money. I want to start over. I put on my best suit, bought a bouquet of flowers, and prepared to go to her house. But when I got to the door, I discovered the house was actually for sale. I walked into the empty house and sat there alone, recalling those happy times from the past. But just as I turned around, suddenly a stick knocked me out. It turned out to be former prison guard Captain Bellick.
How you feeling, little Teddy?
He learned from the news that someone had dug up a huge sum of money, and also learned that I often wrote letters begging Susan for forgiveness. So he tracked me down based on the address in the letters. They tied me up and forced me to reveal the whereabouts of the 5 million. Even when Bellick attacked my disabled arm, I still kept my mouth shut. The two of them tortured me all night. I gritted my teeth and endured it. But just when I was about to escape, the storage locker key suddenly fell out of my pocket. I immediately lunged forward and swallowed the key in one gulp.
I'm gonna get that key if I have to.
Actually, I had already hidden the huge sum in a storage locker at the bus station, and what I just swallowed was the only key. The helpless two had no choice but to tie me to the toilet, to make me excrete the key as quickly as possible. He even had Roy buy laxatives. The two sat on chairs eating while watching the toilet. With my scream, Bellick, who hadn't finished eating, walked over.
Get the stool.
What stool?
The stool.
After Roy's careful cleaning, they discovered it was a bus station storage locker key. They tied me to the radiator and then called the police. I begged desperately, but it was all useless. Bellick and the others soon arrived at the station and opened the storage locker. They came to a deserted place to divide the spoils. Roy took out a hammer and knocked out Bellick when he wasn't paying attention.
Next time, you pick through the crap.
And I was still struggling desperately. I could see the police car was about to arrive. I looked at my recently reattached severed arm. I could only steel my heart and throw away the severed arm again. Roy, who got the huge sum, moved into the presidential suite and even found